We're joined now by 7's editorial director, Chuck Stokes. Chuck, thanks for being back with us. Looking at these races and all that unfolded last night, and as those numbers came in, let's start with the U.S. Senate.
Interesting race. What you're going to see here is a hard-fought battle without question. You're going to balance experience versus history and the potential there. You got Rogers, been to Washington before. He knows the inside game. El Sayed has an opportunity to make history. So history's kind of on his side in terms of momentum and being this progressive. That also is going to potentially work against him because they're going to try to paint him as an outsider. He's going to take the reverse approach and say, look, you asked for Donald Trump's endorsement, you got it, now tie yourself to Donald Trump and don't try to pivot away from there. Both of them are going to have to try to come to the center because independents and swing voters are going to make a key difference here.
All right, into the governor's race. I mean, we haven't seen back-to-back governors from the same party in decades, so what do you think? It's been a while. How do you think the strategy will be moving forward?
Well, I think you're right, and to show you how long it's been, the last time the Democrats did it was back when Soapy Williams in 1961 handed it off to John Swainson. Last time Republicans did it was in '69. George Romney handed it off to Bill Milliken, who became the longest-serving governor in this state. Once again, I would say experience is on Benson's side. She's been in that office for 8 years.
Yes.
She has a track record. She can say, I made the Secretary of State's office better. I will deliver that type of service in the executive branch. History is on John James' side because we flip back and forth in this purple state between Democrats, Republicans. Democrats have had this trifecta for 8 years. There are a whole lot of people, a lot of Republicans, and some independents and swing voters who say, enough. It's time to let the Republicans back in control just to keep this balance. Now, interesting thing about it, and he has the opportunity, Glenda, to become the first African-American governor of this state. We've had a lieutenant governor, but we haven't actually had an African-American governor. That's going to make some people say, yeah, I would like to see that type of history being made. But keep in mind, too, that there was a period in Michigan's history way back when there were 8 Republican governors back-to-back, another time when there were 6 Democratic governors back-to-back. But that was back in the 1800s, so I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon.
Well, you've got that AI brain going, so you're taking us all the way back there.
And money's going to play a major role.
Campaign financing.
And what I would say to the viewers is pay close attention to where they get their money from. Don't forget about what they're saying out of their mouth. Pay attention to that, but then go look at where they're getting their money, because that will tell you a lot about how they may vote if they get elected to the positions they are seeking, and what kind of influence they may get from those funding their campaigns. Money is not always the thing to pay close attention to. Stop and think about $60 million spent in the Senate race, $30 million in the governor's race, and the two people that spent that kind of money are on the outside looking in. So the voters, in appealing to the voters, have the last word.
Yeah, it's always a tough pill when communities could use that kind of money. That's another issue.
Absolutely.
But I appreciate your expertise, sir. We'll see you again soon.
All right.
Thank you, Chuck.
So much.